everyone, Lulu here again, here to walk you all through the various analytics that Flint provides you as a teacher. So by now you might already have an activity created, and as you can see here, I've got one that hasn't been used yet by students pulled up, but this is what it looks like once students have started to use your activity. I know there's a lot going on here, but let me walk you all through it step by step. Firstly, there's the sessions with the activity, which are listed on the left-hand side here or at the bottom if you scroll all the way to the session table. And any of these sessions can be ones that students have submitted or ones that are still in progress and not yet submitted. This means you as the teacher of this activity can see all of the messages that are being sent by your students and all of the responses that Sparky's providing, regardless of whether or not the session has been submitted. So let's go ahead and click into one of these sessions and see what sort of analysis it can provide for a singular student. For each session, you see the full transcript of how the student has interacted with Sparky, and once the student has submitted, you'll see the session analytics that Sparky provided the student at the end of their session. These include identified strengths, areas of improvement, and a suggested follow-up activity that either the student or you can create in order to further their learning. There are additional features within the sessions as well, including the ability to change the student's grade, add your own feedback as the teacher, and print and share the session, etc. That's how it looks on an individual student level. Now let's go back to the overview to see what sorts of analytics Flint provides for the whole class. In the middle of the page here under Activity Analytics, you'll see a summarized look at how all of your students across the board performed in this activity. These strengths, areas of improvement, and suggested follow-up activity reflect how your students performed as a group, and you can click into any of these highlighted portions to see evidence for Flint's analysis. And then the last thing here, if you scroll to the middle, is the Live Needs Attention feed. These are notices that Flint shows you for whenever a student is struggling or not engaging properly with the activity. They pop up live as the students are interacting with your activity, and at a glance can provide you some information about which students might need some assistance. So we looked at how individual student sessions are analyzed, we looked at the analytics for the activity as a whole, and there's one more level that you can look at, which is the group analytics. So I'm going to go back to this 9th grade world history group that contains this activity and click on the 3 dots here to view the group analytics. Here is where you'll see a summary of how your students are doing across activities within the group. And this includes the students' strengths, areas of improvement for various activities, and any inappropriate messages that they've been sending to Flint. If you scroll further down, there's additional metrics on usage. And on the left-hand side here, you can ask Sparky in the chat to further analyze how your students are doing, act as a brainstorming partner for addressing gaps in learning, and more. That's an overall look at the analytics in Flint. As you're playing around, if you have any feedback, questions, or suggestions for our team, feel free to reach out. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks.